Hello G Nation, I'm your host G, and we're going to do the preview for Becky Lynch Big Time Bex. Now, before we get started, if you're not already a sub on my channel, you might want to do so, as well as clicking the notification bell so you are kept informed when I post new content. Also, if you do like the video, make sure you leave a like. Alright, let's get started. So she's a trickster. We're going to see her at 5-star gold instead of the regular 5-star silver. The reason for that is that I always have a bunch of people asking me how she does at 5-star gold instead, because you guys seem to care more about the overall potential of the character at 5-star gold, since nobody's going to play her at 5-star silver anyway. So we're going to see her at 5-star gold, so just keep in mind that we're going to be exploding them. So coach ability at 18,000 is moves that heals give 35% more health, and blue move that deal damage will deal 35% more damage. So it is a very minimal help to Dominic, not going to make him that big of a difference really on him. We'll see it at the end of the video, but should be a fairly minimal upgrade for him. Links with Raw, Woman Superstar, and Modern Era, and no gear. The first moveset is going to be the Bexploder Suplex. It is a 10 MP purple move finisher, deal 156k damage, and choose a 7x2 area to swap into red gems. The inverted DDT, a 6 MP red move, deals 62.8k damage and make 36 random gems into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, deal 73k damage. If broken by you, deal 26.9k bleed damage to your opponent for 2 turns. The diving leg drop, 6 MP red move, deals 73.5k damage and choose a 3x2 area to swap into purple gems. Now the trainers we're going to be using, we're going to use Butch so that we start with 4 more move points. We're going to use Jinder so that moves that generate traps will create 3 more traps. We're going to use Dragon so that all those traps are going to do 50% more, and we're going to make 1 extra, making 40. So pretty much the whole board is going to be trapped, which is going to be very nice to get that 50% more damage increase there. And I'm putting Santa Hogan here, which is going to add 2200 to all color gem. You could use Macho King, which add damage to red and purple by 20%, but 2200 is more than 20%, and everyone has Santa Hogan. And not everyone has Macho King. Obviously, he's pretty damn rare. Also, keep in mind, I do have a feeling that even though we're going to do a lot of damage with the bleed, it would probably not be enough to sustain the pin on an actual 5-star gold, so you might need to run this twice. I'm pretty sure I'm only going to need to run it once versus a 5-star silver. Versus an actual 5-star gold, I probably would swap my Jinder here for who is it that do purple finisher damage? Let me double check that. Move damage, is it Doink? I think, yeah, I would probably use Doink with the 100%, 150% more damage on the finisher, and a purple metal that boosts the move damage. That would probably do a significantly bigger pin. Maybe be enough. At least that'd be good to try versus an actual 5-star gold, but otherwise Jinder is just going to flood the board with those trap gems. So as far as the medals go, I got pretty much all basic level 1s except 1 level 9, mainly because I just wanted the armor bonus here. You could go with Fury too, but in this case I kind of want armor because it's just more painful to get out of the pin, and that's going to help by 40%. And I put the Twilight Ritual plate here, which is whenever you break 3 more or more red gems, make 7 blues into purple. You could go with the What the Rock is Cooking, which is when you make red, get purple, but getting MP is not going to be an issue. It will cycle pretty damn well. So I'd rather instead get the Twilight Ritual that might cause a cascade after everything is resolved and increase our damage output instead. Alright, let's try that. We're going to go versus Bailey. She's at 19k, obviously, because she is a 5-star silver. Lay down our traps. Okay. Now ideally you want to make sure you're not going to get any cascade. And you're going to destroy as much as you can. I grab these here. I should be fine, and I'm going to get 6. Perfect. So we already have 6 bleeds on. And let's pick those. Actually, no, let's pick those because that way is going to connect to those 2. Now we got a whole lot of bleeds. Fortunately, didn't get extras with the purple generated. Oh, she kicked out of it. There goes our out, though. At this point, she doesn't have any out anymore. Just keep in mind the ones that she breaks does 76k damage to her too. So that's gonna help us while she gets out of pins. Now we're just gonna get a pin anyway. It is pretty effective, and I'm pretty sure you're going to need a second turn at 5-star gold to get this done. We even did now. Then again, she had a pretty good kick out, but I'm pretty sure you're always going to need a second unless you're really lucky. Alright, let's look at something else. Alright, second and last moveset for Becky is going to be the Manhandle Slam, 7 MP, green move, deal 83.8k damage and make 36 random gems into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, deal 73k damage. If broken by you, destroy 6 random crossbreak gems. The Disarmor, 7 MP, green move, submission generates 16 random submission gems and do 111.5k damage for 4 turns, while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub-gems turn into crossbreak gems. The Missile Dropkick, 7 MP, purple move, deal 81.3k damage, and choose 7 gems to make into green gems. Trainers we're going to use for that are George Steele to start with more green. You could start with more purple too, but we'll see in the order we use thing. I kind of like to have the Missile Dropkick last instead of first. We're going to use Jinder to create more traps. If this was a feud though, you would need a second MP trainer to have those green ready on the first turn. We're going to use Dragon again because we're going to have a ton of traps on the board, and we're going to create one more with him. And Santa Hogan just to get extra colored gem on everything. You could also use Showboat Lacey because she boosts the green and the purple, which is our 2 primary colors here. As far as the skill plate, I went with the All Art, which is whenever you generate 3 or more submission gems, increase your green and purple damage for 100% for 2 turns, again, or 2 main colors. Alright, let's show you that. So we're gonna lay down our traps. Because remember, if she breaks them, it's gonna do 73k damage each, and she's obviously gonna break a bunch of them while getting out of the submission, and we're gonna use what we have left. Right, now we just need a match, which we have right there. That broke most of the board. because we broke first a cross break gem that broke stuff, and also the trap itself broke other cross break gem, and just that alone was fine, and we had everything reloaded. Basically using the purple move as a backup to break stuff should I need it. But you could start with the purple move as well and then just work your way to the green as well. Now let me just show you one thing though. A variation of that you could try, which we won't, is to replace that purple move, the missile dropkick, by the leg lariat, which is 5 MP purple move, deal 90k damage and steal up to 4 MP from each of your opponent's green move. You could use that to steal the green, but that's specific if you're facing someone that used green, and it also, while it's going to give you your green, I mean, you only need 7 to begin with, so stealing 4 from each, 4-5, kind of by eye cost for so low that it's not going to fill unless you steal from 2 moves anyway, and this gives you an option to break stuff should you need it too. So I kind of like the dropkick more than the lariat, but it's an option. So now let's look at what she does for Dom. Alright, so just to show you Becky training on Dominic, since all characters released this month are meant to be trainers or coach on Dominic to make him better for different movesets. We're going to see the second moveset of Dominic, which is the diving crossbody, 10 MP blue move, finisher, deal 132.4k damage, and choose a 4x6 area to swap into red gems. The tilt-a-whirl arm drag, 5 MP red move, deal 42.3k damage, and swap a 3x3 random area into blue gem. And a tornado DDT, 5 MP red move, deal 48k damage, and choose 4 column to make into reinforced gems. Now, it's worth noting that since the ability of the trainer itself is move that heal give 35% more heal, and blue move that deal damage deal 35% more damage, that's really the biggest part. The blue move that deal damage will deal 35% because we don't even have a move that heal. We do have the reversal though, so that would heal that. Well, actually, I'm not even sure if it would increase the health out of that, of the reversal. Maybe. It would increase the damage you do when you kick out, but that reversal, as we saw in the original preview, it really doesn't work well on any of the specs, really. So it doesn't flow with any of the 2 movesets. So we're going to try it with this moveset that I talked about. We're going to put Butch so that we start with more red. We're going to put Bailey so that our finisher does 125, would do 150% more if mine was max. She's not. We got Becky here adding the blue 35% damage, and we got Santa Hogan just so that all gems are going to do more. As far as here, I'm not changing the plate because anyway, no plate is going to make much of a difference. We do have a metal that is going to increase by 133% or blue move damage. Should be around 600k or something like that. We'll see if it makes much of a difference. I don't expect it's going to change much because we already had like Gooker or who is it, R-Truth, I think, that was adding 25%, so having 35% instead of 25%, not going to be that big of a difference, I think. We're going to get our blue, which is likely going to end our turn also. It did. The random area 3x3, so it's almost a given that it's going to end your turn. Let's get out of that. Okay. Now we're going to put our columns. I'm going to put it there because that way it's going to connect to those three, and this one. Now we're gonna make a 4x6 area into red. How much is that gonna do? Probably around 1 mil. $1.17 mil. That should be enough still. It wouldn't be enough during a feud though. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Very small increase. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference really, unfortunately. But I guess it beats nothing. So that's it for the Becky preview, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. G.O.A.T. Ciao.